Welcome back, friends and scoundrels. We've got a special unboxing video for you. We've got the Bones 3 core set. This is going to be a multi-part video because due to the way we run our videos here for unboxings, we like to give you a really good look of everything that comes in the box, and it's making it run really long. So we already opened this and pulled everything out of its packaging in the box, so that we would go through it, see what we had, get things put together for better views. And we did not get an original Kickstarter for this. We had to buy it outright directly from Reaper. Yeah, we got the 25th anniversary guy. We'll take a look at him in another video because we did get other stuff with this. That being said, let's open this up and take a look at it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff here. Here we go with part 1. Alright, so first up we have the weapons pieces. These are really cool because I know I have spent my fair share of hours on eBay and other places trying to find things, and it's a pain in the butt. So looks like Reaper's solved that problem for a lot of people. There's a lot of really nice, interesting swords and shields, pikes, spears, glaives. Pretty well-rounded assortment of things. Alright, so here we have the Steampunk Oz set. I'm going to take a look at the Tin Man first. I really like him because I have a K2SO type character for one of my games as an NPC, and I think he's going to fit that build just nice, even though I'd already picked something out. We've got Dorothy, and these are kind of fun, a little bit different. I don't know what I want to do with a lot of these because they're steampunk and we don't really do a lot of steampunk stuff. We got Toto, but I was thinking about doing a diorama and keeping it so that way I can pull pieces off. Got a Cowardly Lion, or at least what I think is supposed to represent him. It kind of looks like Hellboy, which would be really cool if you do something like that, but he's a real fun piece. Got the Flying Monkey. It's one of the pieces I'd like to be able to pull out because he doesn't look too out of place in a fantasy setting. So it'd be nice to be able to pull those off of a display if I decide to go that route. And the Wicked Witch, his boss, she also doesn't look too terribly offsetting. She'd make a nice villain, I'm sure, for somebody's campaign. And the Scarecrow, which there's always a lot of place for something like him in a game, and he looks really scary. Up next we have what I'm calling the Steampunk Sherlock Holmes set. I'm calling this one Sherlock myself because it seems to make the most sense. He's fun, he doesn't have any weapons or anything, so he might make a good nobleman for somebody too. We've got what I'm assuming is John Watson because he has a gun and he looks like he's ready to get Sherlock's back. Then I'm not sure who this one's supposed to be. Could be a Moriarty. Ooh, Sebastian would be a good option too. Moriarty's sharpshooter. We've got a possible Mycroft here with his top hat and umbrella like Mycroft likes to have in his possession. Bowler hat. Semantics. This is another option for Moriarty if you want to go that route. Could also be Sebastian. He's got a fancy gun. Looks like it could do quite a bit of sniping or sharpshooting. And what can only be called Irene Adler if you're going to call this a Sherlock Holmes set. Next up we have the signature items from Reaper. Got Mr. Bones here. A little bit different sculpt this time. Not sure how I feel about it because it's kind of awkward and doesn't really fit in with other miniatures. But I do plan on getting Arcadia Quest in the future, and him and Miss Bones, I'm going to call her Miss Bones, Should fit in pretty nice with those from the best I can tell. I'll have to obviously write up some info stats for them, but that'll be fun. And then we've got Sophie, or at least what I'm calling Sophie. She's reading a book. I didn't glue this one together yet because I want to be able to paint it a little bit better. So as you'll see here in a sec, she has some blue tack holding her wings and the stack of books on the pedestal down, so that way you can get a good look at her. Now we've got some fun dungeon set pieces. A couple different torture racks. This one just looks like it's just for holding people down, poking them with sharp or hot things. We've got the good old classic Iron Maiden. That one's going to be an interesting challenge to paint because I think it should have a little bit of rust on it. And we've got the rack. It's not a rack, what is that? Then we've got the stocks. I don't know my torture devices. We got a brazier for warming up your poker for the hold down table. I'm sure you can use it with the rack or the stock also. And the main set piece of this grouping is the rack. This one came in 3 different pieces. The legs were separate and the wheel was separate, but like I said, we wanted to glue stuff together so that way you could get a good look at it. Alright, now we've got the clear pieces. I've got a couple of these already in their normal bones material. They came from earlier sets. I don't know exactly which ones. I don't know what all of these are, but they're fun. They're going to be interesting. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. So we had a fighter there, some kind of ranger or rogue type, human or elf. And we got a wizard. Can also be a human or an elf type. Again, I'm not sure what these first 3 are. And this is one of the ones that I already have. I don't recall what her name is, but she is definitely some kind of ranger. At some point, if I ever get into another game where I'm playing and I haven't done something else, I'm going to try to make a character around her. And then we've got Sir Conlan, who just recently, or who is the last contest piece for the Reaper Quarterly Painting Contest. I did get to enter that. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but there's always this quarter. Alright, now we have the just normal kind of animals for the most part. Got a couple pack donkeys here. Those will come in handy. I think one of my parties is going to have to buy 1 or 2 of these. And we've got the Mastiff. He could go either way. You could use him as somebody's warhound or just make him an animal companion or whatever. Alright, now we're getting into things that you can fight. Here we have the critters, the centipede and spider, or at least some kind of spider creature. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks intimidating. These will be a nice little thing to throw into some kind of adventure as an ankle biter. Now we have the beast type creatures. I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to be, but it looks like it could be fun. I've been calling it a pot-belly lion pig. Oh, that might be the foo dog. And then we've been calling it the winter wolf, because don't know what else it could be, but it can certainly be whatever you want it to be. Got the death dog. He's fun. 2 heads. 1.5 times the challenge. Got the centerpiece that we've been looking at here. This is the giant cobra, as Reaper calls it, but we all know this is a naga. And a vulture. I really like the vulture. Something different, a little bit interesting. I just kinda don't like that it's sitting on a tombstone. And the were creatures. Got a werebear, nice and imposing. If you could work it out with your DM, he'd be a fun character to play. I don't know if I'd want to go up against him as a villain though. Got a were crocodile, I'm pretty sure. Can never remember if it's the rounded snout or the pointy snout that's a crocodile. But either way, I'm sure he's fun to battle. And this could either be some kind of demon, but we're going to call it a were-bat. Maybe some kind of vampire form will work also if that works in your game. Right, we've got some Yetis or some Sasquatches. These are an interesting addition. Don't know if we'll have any room for them, but I think they might make a good stand-in in Star Wars Imperial Assault if I ever get that as Wampas. There's some different poses here. They're all really menacing. Except this guy. He's got a little bit of a weird arm, we noticed. I don't know if they just made a mistake, because I think I saw that in a few other ones. But it'll work with it. If I go the Wampa route, he'll be the armless one. We've got some kind of chieftain or leader, maybe a shaman. Who knows what this race does. Alright, that was part 1. I hope you had fun looking at all the stuff that we went through so far. Come back for part 2. Like, comment, subscribe, share this around. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. Until next time, live to roll.